The UK is the first country to approve use of the Pfizer and BioNTech vaccine, but its newness has some people worried about taking it, even though the experts are adamant there's nothing to fear.
It's the equivalent of somebody saying to you, I've spent 30 years researching this new kind of circuit, right? And I'm going to put it in your next iPhone 13. And you coming up to me and saying to me, ooh, I'm not sure about that. We've never had a mobile phone that has that chip inside. How's it going to behave?
Although the speed of the vaccine's development has been explained, many still doubt its long-term safety. Sociologists that study why people distrust vaccines say this isn't the rise of the anti-vaxxers, but the emergence of the vaccine hesitant.
When we think about what's happening, I think it's totally reasonable. People have questions and want good answers. And that doesn't mean they're necessarily anti-science. It doesn't mean they're necessarily prone to conspiracy theories or they're anti-vaccine across the board. And that we can slow down the conversation by really opening up the space to hear what the concerns are, because all of these concerns have answers.
Right now, GP surgeries just like this one are receiving the 800,000 doses of Pfizer vaccine. For some people, things are still moving far too quickly. A recent survey found that 1 in 10 people were very unlikely to get this Pfizer jab, and a poll done by JL Partners found that although only 7% of people would call themselves anti-vaxxers, 1 in 5 would say they are vaccine hesitant.
I'm worried that we will not be able to get to the herd immunity threshold if the numbers that we're seeing right now, as far as people who are either planning not to get the vaccine or are very hesitant to get the vaccine, if those remain. I think those numbers will fall as people start to see the vaccine rolled out and have people that they know, get vaccinated and they're fine and they're protected from coronavirus. So I'm hoping that will help.
To improve trust in the vaccine, the Labour Party has written to government asking for emergency censorship laws. These would punish social media platforms for allowing the sharing of anti-vax content and vaccine misinformation.
To combat misinformation and lies, you've got to start that by calling it out. You've got to recognise what those lies and what that misinformation is, and explaining very explicitly why it's wrong.
Explaining is the remedy most experts are calling for, and getting this right could be the turning point for the global pandemic. Shannon, Cllr, City News.